Hey guys, welcome back to the My Player Save here on the ChesnoidPlays channel. We finished the January transfer window today and we are, fingers crossed, not going to see any outgoings and fingers crossed going to see some incomings before the end of the transfer window. We have Rochdale in the FA Cup to kick us off today. Then there's a week until deadline day. So far in this window we have made one signing and sold no one. So far, so good, but we do need more incomings, please, Eddie Howe, if you don't mind. Then we've Brighton the day after that, on February the 1st. Depending on how much action there is in the Rochdale game and the Brighton game, and on transfer deadline day, depends on whether there'll be a third game today. If not, tomorrow will be Fulham, Chelsea and Arsenal. Yikes. And although there may hopefully be another FA Cup game in there too, because I'm hoping to beat Rochdale in this first episode. If you're continuing to enjoy this My Player Save, then please do drop the video a like. I appreciate it very much indeed. It really helps boost the content to new people and helps the channel continue to perform well. Thank you to those of you that continually show your support on the save. Hopefully, we can earn that support by progression through to the next round of the FA Cup, and a goal or two as well for me, if you don't mind. My objectives: 10 passes in the opponent's half or dribble success rate. We'll go for the passes just to try and be as heavily involved in defensive play as we can be. Didn't mention in the intro, but to remind you, at the end of the last episode, I had 4 skill points available to add on. And we have added those on in between episodes into ball control and dribbling, heading accuracy, and shot power. So we should hopefully be pretty effective now overall up top, or more so than we were, and hopefully a little bit better with the ball at my feet as well. I'm now 81 rated overall to go with that as well, so fingers crossed it won't be long before we're drawing attention from, you know, Europe's bigger teams. Newcastle obviously a giant club as it is, but certainly there is another echelon for us, and perhaps another 2 echelons or so, for us to step up with regards where we move to next in this save and the sort of clubs we're playing at later in the save. So being 81 rated will certainly garner more interest than being 80 rated, that's for sure. And there hopefully will be the opportunity before the end of the season to unlock some more skill points to make myself 82 rated. That's where I'd like to be by the end of this season, if possible. Can Estupinian find the cross? Yes, he can. Oh, just a deft little flick to try and guide it in at the near post. Keeper read it well. It was good movement in the middle, if I do say so myself, and a good cross as well from Estupinian, to be fair to him. But I couldn't turn it home. That's over me, but it could still end up in the back of the net, and has. Young Alex Murphy, who should be nowhere near the starting lineup. It should be Jamal Lascelles that's in there alongside Koulibaly, but because the manager keeps picking him, he's gone straight over to celebrate with Eddie Howe to say, "Thank you, boss." He's buried that header, and we lead by a goal to nil in the FA Cup. Good strength, and a good header too. Oh, the man on the line would be disappointed he didn't keep that out. He's almost ducked under it there, Kelly, if you watch it. He's headed straight towards him, and he goes to lift it over the bar, and just gets it wrong. This could get nasty for Rochdale. Potentially. Elliot Anderson into me. There are 2 defenders here, so I can't really do much with it. I'll get it across there. Shaparenko draws the save out of Kelly at the least. I was hoping for the assist. I won't get it, but good build-up play again. And good dribbling as well from me, if I do say so. Keep it away from the defender. There were 2. If there was just the one man, I'd have tried to turn, beat him, and then have a shot. But with there being 2 defenders there, if I turn one, then I'd have been tackled by the other. So I had to look for the pass. But that's fine. Elliot Anderson will do the same here, and I'll look to slot that through there. We could yet get our assist. Shaparenko tried to get it back to me, bless him, but couldn't quite do it. We're dominating Rochdale, and surely it's only a matter of time before we score that second goal. Maya. There's Elliot Anderson. Back to Maya. A bit of space. There you go. I was going to say, if you can find me. Back there to Soler. Shaparenko is forward. He could look for me here. Has done. Brilliant ball. And there's the finish into the bottom corner. I don't need to up my finishing stat yet, rather evidently. We're still scoring goals pretty comfortably at this stage of the save. My finishing is 76, I think, as a stat, which is artificially kind of lowering my overall ceiling at the minute. And absolutely, I could up that if I wanted to boost my overall rating. But at the minute, I really don't need to because I'm not having much trouble at all burying the ball into the back of the net. That's the second for the club this afternoon and the first for me. And it should be now us definitely through to the next round of the FA Cup, but there might be more to come. Oh, as if there was a foul in there. I'm not sure about that. Oh, Livramento's gone to Rennes, in fact. He was, I thought, coming to us. Whoa, Elliot Anderson flashes that past the post. Tino Livramento definitively then not coming to us. He's gone to Rennes for 50-odd million pounds. We're kind of hoping that he was going to come to us. Although, I guess at the same time, I was kind of hoping that we'd sign someone in a different position. So maybe I'm slightly relieved that he's not coming to us. We, unfortunately, haven't added a third goal there either, but the ball continually just keeps coming back towards this Rochdale goal, and they are struggling here. Elliot Anderson drifted offside there, and as has a number of other players, but just need to find someone in a bit of space. Soler finds Anderson, who beats the tackle and buries it. And that's the third for Newcastle now. Sorry, Rochdale. No banana skin for you today. Hickey. Oh, it's given straight to Rodney. The cup set isn't on, but there's no reason why they can't get a consolation goal, perhaps, Rochdale. Other than, I guess the reason might be because we defend too well. Playing Elliot Anderson in behind here, although Keohane gets to it. Chisholm gets to it first. Have I got the pace to get away? It doesn't look like it at the moment. And there is that second defender. Still, the dribbling works. Oh, man. You can quite clearly see the improvements to my ball control and dribbling there, just kind of lucking my way through. I would absolutely have lost possession there prior to making the changes to my stats that we did earlier on in between episodes. So that's a nice visual sign that we've genuinely improved the way that my guy is going to play for the rest of, well, the save, let alone just this episode. So hopefully we can see more of that and actually have it lead to a finished article next time. Stupinian. Okay, this is good football. Go on, Elliot. You got a bit of a run, son. All right, don't then. Stupinian inside to me. Give that short there to Maya. Anderson out to Stupinian again. I'll call for the cross. We nearly scored. Oh, with a header earlier on. Wow, we nearly scored with a bicycle kick there. Wide of the target, though. Plenty of goalmouth action for us in this game. It could have gone either of two ways, couldn't it? Rochdale could have sat deep, dug in, and just made it a really difficult cup tie, or we could have been as prolific as we have been, created lots of chances and scored lots of goals. And we've done the latter, and we could quite easily have had more goals. I'm on an 8.1, which is still a decent performance, but I tried to play that ball forward and it got intercepted. Never mind, I want it back. But still, I'm nowhere near the 9 that the manager wants of me. Maya flicking that on, looking for Elliot Anderson. Another goal or assist, though. I should get myself into the 9s. Oh. I just held my breath there. I wasn't sure if I was going to get the defender block the shot or not. Isaac Hayden's just come on there for Carlos Soler. So we're going a bit more defensive in midfield now. That's a good header. And a top save by Kelly as well. This could have been quite easily 6 or 7 here. Goalkeeper has kept them in it and stopped it from being a cricket score. That's not going to reach me, unfortunately. It will reach a teammate, though. And, well, that was on target at least. But comfortable for the keeper to just stand there, bend over, and pick the ball up that was moving at about half a mile an hour. That's a nice through ball. They're in the box here, Rochdale. And he's kicked that straight at the goalkeeper. Well, that was the clearest cut chance they've had to get a consolation goal. Unless they get something from this set piece now. Kelly will lift it in towards the middle. It's flicked up. And Nick Pope will get there. 3 minutes added on just to extend the misery for Rochdale, as if we need all 3 minutes. To be honest, 1 would have been enough, or even just calling it a 90 minutes would have been enough. It's not like it's going to affect the result or anything, is it? And there is the final whistle anyway. Breezing, strolling comfortably into the next round of the FA Cup. We'll get ourselves a relatively decent overall rating. 8.4. It's not good enough to match the 9 that the objective was, but still it's a very good performance. And we're through. Leicester beat Oxford as expected. Everton beat Sunderland as expected. And my manager rating will drop as expected, but we're still in the starting lineup, so that's fine. Now then, the end of the transfer window. This is when it gets a little bit complicated. I'll take the credit for scoring the goal, and investment-wise, I think I might have had some money back. 16 days we had to wait for... Oh, I've literally just got my money back. I invested 645 grand, and I've got back 645 grand. Well, that was... Well, I guess what's the phrase? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And I ventured, but still didn't gain, unfortunately. I could try again in the music industry. I could invest in residential property. Commercial property. It's high risk, though. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Commercial property for £2.1 million. Our biggest investment to date. Now then, what's going to happen with the squad? Still says 24, so we've still not sold anyone or signed anyone. I'm up to 81 rated now, and hoping that we add to the squad between now and transfer deadline day, but not expecting us to. We live in hope. Let's find out. Is anything going to happen? I've had a transfer bid from Sevilla, which is a notable step up, actually, from the level of club that was bidding for me when I was 80 rated. So that in itself is quite nice to see. Now then. No! You've seen it already. Carlos Soler. £83.4 million sold to Real Sociedad. Gutting. Down to 23. Our highest rated player gone. Man! That's what I feared. That sucks. Ah. Hopefully we replace him in this window on deadline day. But, oh man, that's gutting. That's absolutely gutting. I've been linked to Leverkusen, apparently. So, presumably then, at some point in the not-too-distant future, going to get an email saying, transfer bid from Leverkusen. Unless it's already in the notifications and it hasn't told me about it. There is nothing in my inbox. Apart from my archive that needs emptying, apparently. Oh, no. Why Shaparenko? Why Shaparenko? I wouldn't mind it if they sold Maximiano. Not Shaparenko. Carlos Soler. I wouldn't mind if they sold Maximiano or Isaac Hayden or Jamal Lascelles. Why sell our highest rated player and then not replace him? Sadness. Tears everywhere. Rudiger's back in the Premier League, which is bad news for me. I wonder if the next round of the Europa League's been drawn yet as well, by the way. Still no sign of any rumoured incomings here, or, to be fair, any more outgoings. Mateus Cunha linked with a move to Southampton. He's heavily linked with a move to Wolves in real life. Noni Madueke has gone from PSV to FC Bayern München for £65.3 million. Well, in this transfer window then, we have had the incoming of Estupiñán and, frustratingly, the outgoing of Carlos Soler. But if there was a position in the squad where we could afford to lose a player, then centre mid was it. It's just going to make us weaker moving forward. That's frustrating, but manageable. Star in a documentary series about Newcastle United. All or nothing Newcastle United. I'm gonna get paid 43 grand for this. Or is it costing me 43 grand? No, I get paid 43 grand. Nice. All or nothing Newcastle United. I'm behind the scenes. Star of the show, I might like to think. And Brighton are our next opponents, who we are 1 point behind in the league. So win this, and we go up a spot. Who's in centre mid then instead? Shaparenko, Meyer, and now Longstaff is in central midfield. Not quite as good, is he, as Carlos Soler. He's 11 ratings lower. Bugger. I'll also adjust the kits, because that is certainly a kit clash. Thank you very much. Right then, off to the Amex. Right, 2 goal involvements. That's certainly doable. We have scored a couple of goals from outside the box recently, but we'll go for the goal involvements here away from home. Not a massive stadium, the Amex, but certainly a decent one. I'd probably say it's more of a Championship stadium than a Premier League stadium, but Brighton have been fantastic in the Premier League since they came up, and fair play to them for staying at this level for so long. We'll wait and see if post-Graham Potter they're able to be as good longer term as they have been under Graham Potter, but for the time being, they're without Graham Potter here in this save, and we'll see if we can, under Eddie Howe, get the better of them. I'm going to go again here. Hayder will call for the ball. He's lifted it, and I'm going to try and spin that. Oh, Christ knows where the defender's going. It's on target, is it? I think it was, but apparently the manager was having a go at me there. Look to pass the teammates, it told me when I took on the shot. No. I'm a striker. I want to score goals. Jovic, Enciso, Gilmore, Jimenez, Enciso again. Stupinian picks that off nicely. Elliot Anderson. Try and rebuild. Koulibaly. We've got still quality in midfield with Shaparenko and Meyer in there. Hopefully Longstaff can be decent. Hopefully Hayder can be better than that as well. The pass just slightly behind me. And now here come Brighton going the other way. It's Aaron Connolly looking to get into the space in behind. Koulibaly drawn out wide, but deals with it very well indeed. I should probably not have expected anything less from Kalidou Koulibaly in that situation. Shaparenko to Longstaff. Probably drifted offside there, haven't I? Shaparenko rides that challenge. And again, probably drifted offside. Now he's found me. Matt Van Hecker gets the foot in. I was hoping to beat him with the first touch. It didn't work that way. Koulibaly's an absolute rock for us at the back, and we'd certainly be worse off without him. He has dropped in rating from 86 to 85, but he will be continually one of the best defenders at Premier League level for the remainder of our time here at Newcastle. And then, depending on where we go next season, we might have the opportunity potentially to play against him as he's continuing to decline and have a better time of things than offensive players have had this season against him. I've no idea where we'll go next, actually. Obviously, you guys have the say and the vote every time. Oh, now that Solaire's gone, I get free kicks. I'm not quite so sad about it anymore. You guys get to have the say where I go, of course, so I'd be intrigued to see... deflected off the wall and out for a corner. Whether you guys vote for me to stay in the Premier League or perhaps move to a larger side abroad instead. We'll wait and see, of course. Good header by Stupinian on target, but easily saved. Jimenez. Stupinian. Anderson, I'll call for the through ball. He's played me in. Just not got the room, he says, as he works the room. Draws the save out of the keeper. A notable difference in our ball control and dribbling from the last few episodes. Absolutely. It's weird. They only went up 2 or 3, but it's really made a big difference to how my player feels in possession. It's going to dramatically change the way that we create and the way that we have chances. It already has, as you've seen throughout the course of this episode, so that's good news. Where we improve next, I don't know, actually. Because even though my overall is only 82, or sorry, 81, I feel like a relatively complete player already. So my passing's good, I get decent assists, I can clearly finish well enough. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know where you think I should improve next, because I am at a loss at the moment as to what to do. Elliot Anderson again trying to find me. Oh, we've beaten him. Absolutely left him for dead. Surely then. It's 1-0 Newcastle United. I feel like the complete striker already. Stupinian, Anderson, Ice, Shaparenko, options. Am I onside here? I must have been. I thought I was off. I also thought I aimed towards the left-hand side, but maybe the defender got a toe to it. Julio Cesar Enciso coming off for them, and Nicolas Zalewski comes on in his place. Brighton making changes to try and get themselves back in the game. And the keeper's going to stop us from extending our lead. Jones forward to Jimenez and into Jovic. They're in for an equaliser here, and they'll have it. Luka Jovic slams Brighton level here down on the south coast. It's a long way for the away fans to travel to not get 3 points. Oh, it's a really good finish. He could have squared it as well. Right, we've half an hour to go and get that win back again. But the goalkeeper Galini has been very good so far in stopping us from extending the lead from 1 to 2. Get that out there to Estupiñán. And I'm trying to work something. Probably should have played the pass, to be honest. Shaparenko trying to fancy flick, and that doesn't work either. I should use Longstaff. Not sure how much I trust him, but there's only one way to build trust, and that's to actually give him the ball. So I will look to do that next time. Guiri to Gilmour. Gilmour to Guiri. It's a long way to go to get no points. Brighton have spun it on its head. They lead by 2 goals to 1 now. Right, I'll give that in there to Maya. He'll go to Longstaff. Longstaff to Ndiweni. And given away. I have been moved to right back. So the manager subbed off the left back, Estupiñán, and brought a striker on in his place, Michael Ndiweni. It has then moved right back Aaron Hickey to left back, and me, striker, to right back. It's the first time it's happened in a played game. I thought that it was only happening in games where we were coming on as a sub, and that now that we were in the starting lineup, we were beyond it. Evidently not. So still struggling with the old striker being played at right back thing. Why it has never happened? Well, it must just be because of the nature of the depth or lack of it that we have in the squad. But I don't know what else I can do, really, other than just plough on, try and do my bit, join Ndiweni up top and just deal with the minus positional stuff and try and score a goal to boost my rating. Never mind, Zalewski into the middle. We're 2-1 down, and the manager moved a striker to right back. Fucking great logic, mate. 10 minutes to go. Still we trail. Amin Guiri. Koulibaly tackles. Longstaff through the gap to me. Gordon Ndiweni. I don't know if you're fast or not, to be honest. You're in, though. Oh, but he used an arm to do so. They used an arm to do so, did they? No, we did. And now I'm back at striker again, I think. I'm a right striker now. So moving back, we've gone 4-2-4 now. We're on 4-2-4. So it was only a brief foray at right back. But unfortunately, it still happened. A 2-1 defeat against Brighton. In the first half, they couldn't get near us. And we scored a deserved goal to go 1-0 up. Then in the second half, they turned it on its head, flipped it 360. Actually, 180. 360, I'd still be winning. Flipped it 180, and they got the dub. We thought we were going up in the table. It actually happens. I think we're going... Well, we're not going down, actually, thankfully, but we're certainly not going up either. I shall train, get myself back in the starting lineup for the next game. And in that one against Fulham at the beginning of the next episode, we will hopefully be able to get ourselves back closer to those above us in the league. Into the starting 11 again. Got an activity here. Poor manager performance, is it? No, I've just got another tech startup thing available for me to invest in that I'm not going to do at the moment. So, a frustrating January transfer window. Selling our literal best player and not replacing him. And then, after getting good wins in the Cup recently, and to be fair, a good last-minute victory against Tottenham in the last episode, we followed it up by losing away from home against Brighton. Bugger. Never mind. We go again. And in the next one, hopefully we can be better. I've been scoring goals, so I'm not too fussed about my own individual performance at the minute. It's just the team that needs to do better. Never mind. I'm sure we will in time. Chelsea now bidding for me. Okay, so at least we can be safe in the knowledge that at 81 rated, we are going to get a decent move in the summer. For now, though, we'll concentrate on Newcastle for the rest of this season. There's probably not that much left of it now, of course. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more. And I'll see you in the next one.